Welcome, my friends, to a world shrouded in mist and shadow, where the whispers of the damned echo on the wind and the living fear to tread. Tonight, we journey to the very heart of fear itself, to the banks of rivers that run red with the blood of the past, their waters churning with the souls of the lost. These are not your lazy summer streams, no, these are the rivers of the dead, forever haunted by the echoes of unspeakable tragedies, forever marked by the stain of fear. Prepare yourselves, for tonight we delve into the chilling legends of three haunted rivers, each more terrifying than the last. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you dare, for more terrifying tales from the abyss. Deep within the emerald heart of South America, the mighty Amazon snaked its way through the jungle, a vast and ancient waterway teeming with life, but also with death. It is here, where the air hangs heavy with humidity and the whispers of the rainforest, that we find our first river of the dead. The Amazon, they say, is more than just a river. It is a graveyard, a liquid tomb swallowing countless lives over centuries. Conquistadors, hungry for gold, met their end in its depths, their greed drowned in the murky waters. Tribes clashed in bloody battles, their cries swallowed by the jungle as surely as their bodies were by the river. Each death, each life claimed by the unforgiving current, added to the darkness that clings to this river.
Locals will tell you of nights when the mist hangs low over the water, thick and white as a funeral shroud. It is on these nights, they say, that the river reveals its true nature. Fishermen, their faces etched with fear, speak of ghostly canoes gliding silently through the mist, paddled by skeletal figures with eyes that burn like embers. Are these the lost conquistadors, forever searching for the gold that became their doom? Or are they the vengeful spirits of tribesmen, their rest disturbed by the living? The stories vary, passed down through generations, each telling more terrifying than the last.
Some whisper of mournful cries carried on the wind, the chilling sound of ancient battles fought again in the darkness. Others tell of phantom war drums, their rhythmic beat a prelude to unseen horrors. And then there are the whispers of the drowned, their voices rising from the depths, beckoning the living to join them in their watery grave. Imagine yourself, if you will, drifting along the black mirror of the Amazon, the jungle pressing close on either side, a living wall of shadows. The air is thick with the smell of decay and the feeling that something unseen is watching you. The moon, a pale sliver through the dense canopy, casts long, distorted shadows on the water. And then you hear it, a faint splash, a ripple in the darkness. Is it just a fish or something far more sinister? Your heart pounds in your chest, a frantic drum against your ribs. You strain your eyes, peering into the darkness, but the jungle keeps its secrets close. The sound comes again, closer this time, followed by a low, mournful moan that seems to rise from the very depths of the river. Fear, cold and clammy, grips you in its icy embrace. You want to turn back, to flee this place of shadows and whispers, but the river holds you captive, its current pulling you inexorably towards the heart of the darkness, the ghostly river of the Amazon, a place where the past and present collide, where the veil between the living and the dead is thin as a whisper, a place where the river claims not only lives, but souls as well, binding them to its murky depths for eternity. Dare you travel down this river of the dead? Dare you listen to the whispers on the wind and the cries from the deep? From the untamed wilds of the Amazon, we journey now to the foothills of the Himalayas, to the sacred Ganges River, a lifeline to millions yet shrouded in a darkness that chills the soul. Here, amidst the vibrant tapestry of life and death that unfolds daily on the riverbanks, we find our second haunted river, the Ganges, a river that flows with life but also with the weight of countless souls. For centuries, the Ganges has been a place of pilgrimage, its waters believed to hold the power to cleanse the soul and grant liberation from the cycle of reincarnation. But beneath the surface of faith and devotion, a darkness lurks, a current of sorrow and despair as old as time itself.
The Ganges is a river of contradictions, where life and death exist in an uneasy balance. It is a place where bodies are cremated, their ashes scattered on the water, a final act of surrender to the eternal flow. But what happens to those souls unable to find peace? Those who died with unfinished business or a heart full of anger? Locals will tell you that these souls remain trapped between worlds, their anguish clinging to the river like a shroud. Along the ghats, the stone steps leading down to the water, pilgrims bathe in the sacred waters, seeking purification. But under the cover of darkness, a different kind of ritual is said to take place. It is said that those who listen closely can hear the whispers of the damned, the cries of souls forever bound to the river.
Imagine yourself standing on the banks of the Ganges, the air thick with the scent of incense and the murmur of prayers. The sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, and the river reflects the dying light like a pool of blood. As darkness descends, a palpable chill settles over the river, and the air grows heavy with a sense of unseen eyes watching your every move. A low mist begins to rise from the water, swirling and dancing like ghostly apparitions. Shapes appear and disappear in the mist, their forms indistinct but undeniably present. Are they mourners come to pay their respects to the departed, or are they something more sinister, something that hungers for the warmth of the living? You hear a splash, a desperate cry, and then silence. The pilgrims around you seem unconcerned, their prayers continuing uninterrupted. But you feel it, a knot of dread tightening in your stomach, a primal fear that tells you something is terribly wrong. The Ganges, they say, is a river of forgiveness, a place where souls can find peace. But tonight it feels like a prison, its waters holding captive the tormented souls of the past, their cries for release echoing through the darkness. Chapter 3. Leaving the sacred Ganges, we travel now to the heart of America, to the mighty Mississippi, a river that has carved its way through history and legend alike. Beneath the veil of mist and moonlight, we encounter our final and perhaps most chilling river of the dead. The Mississippi, a river of commerce and lifeblood for a nation, also whispers untold stories of tragedy and despair. Its muddy waters have witnessed the full spectrum of human experience, from joyous arrivals to forced displacements. It has seen love and loss, triumph and tragedy. The Mississippi never forgets, holding on to memories of those who lived and died along its banks, their echoes lingering in the rustling reeds and the mournful cry of the wind.
Of all the stories whispered along the Mississippi's shores, none is as enduring or unsettling as the legend of the phantom canoe. Picture yourself on a steamboat, the Mississippi rolling by like a dark ribbon under a moonless sky. The only sounds are the rhythmic chug of the engine and the gentle lapping of water against the hull. The air is thick with humidity, and a dense fog hangs low over the river, reducing visibility to mere feet. A chill wind whips across the deck, sending a shiver down your spine. You pull your coat tighter, your gaze drawn to the swirling mist. And that's when you see it. A faint light, flickering in the distance, bobbing gently on the water.
As you watch, the light grows brighter, resolving into the outline of a lantern held aloft in a canoe. But there's something strange about this canoe. It seems to glide silently over the water, unaffected by the current, as if propelled by an unseen hand.
You strain your eyes, trying to make out the figure in the canoe, but the fog obscures your vision. Then, for a fleeting moment, the mist parts, and you see it. A skeletal figure, draped in tattered clothing, its bony fingers wrapped around the lantern's handle, its face frozen in a silent scream, its empty sockets staring straight through you. The sight sends a jolt of pure terror through you. You want to look away, to scream, to run, but you're frozen in place, paralyzed by fear. The canoe drifts closer, the lantern's light casting grotesque shadows on the swirling fog. You hear a low, mournful wail, and then, just as quickly as it appeared, the canoe vanishes back into the fog, leaving you trembling on the deck, your heart pounding.
The phantom canoe of the Mississippi, a ghostly apparition, a harbinger of doom, or simply a trick of the fog? Whatever it may be, it serves as a chilling reminder that the Mississippi, for all its beauty and grandeur, holds its secrets close, and those who pry too deeply may find themselves face to face with the darkness beneath its surface. The rivers run silent now, their secrets hidden once more beneath the veil of darkness. But the fear, the lingering chill of these tales, that stays with you. Remember as you drift off to sleep tonight that beneath the surface of our world, beneath the comforting facade of the everyday, there lies a darkness. It flows in the currents of haunted rivers, whispers in the rustling leaves, and waits patiently in the shadows. Thank you for joining me, my friends, on this journey into the heart of fear. If you found yourself caught in the current of these chilling tales, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon for more explorations into the unknown. Until next time, sleep with the lights on and remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we cannot see.